After tomorrow, you're no longer part of this family. Those were the exact words my son's fiancée whispered to me the night before their wedding. I stayed home the next day, heartbroken, but by noon, the wedding had completely fallen apart, and the reason left everyone stunned. The night before my son's wedding, I thought I was about to step into the happiest chapter of his life, and maybe the most rewarding one of mine. I had raised him alone for 27 years, through sacrifices no one else would ever understand. I gave up promotions, skipped vacations, and learned how to stretch every dollar just so my son, Michael, would never feel the weight of what we lost when his father walked away. To me, his wedding wasn't just about him marrying the woman he loved. It was proof that I had done something right, that I had raised a good man despite everything. At least, that's what I believed. That evening, I stopped by the rehearsal dinner venue to deliver something I had spent weeks making, a scrapbook of Michael's life, from his first steps to his high school graduation, from scraped knees to the day he got accepted into law school. I poured my entire heart into it. I wanted his future wife, Ashley, to see just how much love had shaped the man she was about to marry. Ashley met me at the door. She was as stunning as ever. But that night, her eyes were colder than I had ever seen. "Ashley," I said, holding out the scrapbook, "I made this for Michael. I thought maybe you two could look through it together tonight." She didn't even glance at it. Instead, she leaned in and whispered, "After tomorrow, you're not part of this family anymore." I froze. "I'm sorry. What did you say?" "You heard me," she smirked. "You've done your part. You raised Michael. Tomorrow, he becomes my husband, my family. And you're just extra baggage." I stood there, clutching the scrapbook like it was the only thing holding me up. My throat burned, but I couldn't speak. She tilted her head, almost amused. "I've tolerated you long enough. Michael loves you, sure, but love makes people blind. I see you for what you really are, someone who doesn't belong in our future." She patted my arm lightly. "So do us a favor. Don't come tomorrow. Don't ruin our day." I should have said something. I should have defended myself. But instead, I felt the weight of a lifetime pressing down on me. Years of working double shifts. Years of hiding my exhaustion so my son wouldn't see how hard life was without his father. And now, the woman who claimed to love him was telling me I was disposable. That night, I sat on the edge of my bed, staring at the scrapbook. Every photo was a memory of love and sacrifice. And yet tomorrow, I was supposed to pretend none of it mattered. Tears blurred my vision. But beneath the heartbreak, something colder began to grow. I whispered into the dark, "If I'm not part of this family tomorrow, then I won't be there at all." And the next morning, I stayed home. I thought the wedding would go on without me. I thought Michael would marry her, and I'd be erased from his life. But by noon, everyone knew. The wedding hadn't happened. The truth. 30 minutes before the ceremony, Michael was waiting nervously in a side room. Then his best friend, Jason, burst in holding his phone. "You need to see this." On the screen were photos. Ashley, in another man's arms. Not old photos, taken just 2 weeks earlier. The man was her boss. Everything collapsed in an instant. The late nights, the secretive texts, the dismissive answers, all of it was real. But that wasn't all. Ashley's maid of honor, drunk and careless, let the truth slip. Her family was bankrupt. They had pushed her to marry Michael for financial security. The prenup wasn't meant to protect him. It was designed to funnel his future earnings into their accounts. When Michael confronted her, "What is this?" he demanded, holding up his phone. "That's not what it looks like." "It's exactly what it looks like." Then he said something that silenced her. "You told my mother she wasn't part of this family, when you were the one lying to me the whole time." At 11:15 that morning, the church was in chaos. Michael walked out and said, There will be no wedding. Aftermath. Ashley's family tried to twist the story. They blamed me, said I manipulated my son, even threatened legal action. But this time, I didn't stay silent. I gathered everything, emails, documents, the prenup, and the truth came out. A headline appeared. The truth behind the canceled wedding, a family's financial scheme exposed. Public opinion shifted. People no longer sympathized with Ashley. They sympathized with me. Ending. One evening, Michael and I sat on the porch together. He took my hand. "Mom, I'm sorry. I should have listened to you." I looked at him gently. "You see the truth now. That's enough." He smiled, truly smiled, for the first time in a long while. "You've always been my family."